Hello. What is going on? Gotta adjust myself here. Okay. Friday night, Chrono Trigger week, day 3. It's been fun to play Chrono Trigger every stream this week. What's going on? 4 on 6 and Mr. Jason Awesome Bonds. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. My voice is kind of dead today, which creates this sort of weird radio show host effect. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It's been a day, as usual. Driving all over creation, all kinds of different work-related engagements. There we go. Turn up my mic. Dude, you might be asking, why am I wearing my Kung Fu uniform? One of those engagements earlier today was a class I had to teach in a town about an hour south of me at noon-ish. And I was so tired and sleepy, I got home and just crashed for a while. And I didn't even bother to take it off. It's just been one of those days. I'm so freaking sleepy. But I was like, I'm not canceling the stream tonight. I'm gonna play Chrono Trigger no matter what. So, if I fall asleep midstream, just roll with it. If I just sort of start nodding off like this, slurring my words, just pretend it's normal. Just pretend this is what we do on our streams. Controller plug-in, always forget that. Okay. Yo, what's going on, John? Just saying how friggin' sleepy and tired I am. But I refuse to cancel the stream. We're gonna do Chrono Trigger even if it kills me. Hey Colby, when do we use the game chat for Switch 2? Maybe watch it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. When we do use game chat for Switch 2, Nintendo may be watching us. I saw the little disclaimer. I'm not worried. Well, number one, I'm not worried about it because I know it's just a disclaimer that's like, hey, you can't be doing adult things on our Nintendo servers. Like, that's what Nintendo's really saying, right? But I also, on number two, I'm like, if you're watching me all day, if you got an FBI agent there watching me play games all day, break a leg, dude. Like, you're going to be bored. So, Nintendo may be watching all of your activity in game chat in an attempt to ensure safety. Yeah, it's standard procedure, right? I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's standard procedure for stuff like that, and especially for Nintendo. But yeah, it's like I pity the man that has to watch my streams. Obviously, right? Obviously, they're not going to have people sitting there, get their morning coffee and sit down and pull up the 800 screens and watch everybody play. Like, it's more for liability stuff. Also, they will break your Switch, so watch out. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, not even sharing my screen. What am I doing, man? I swear. I'm super tired, guys. It's going to be an interesting stream. I might not even last the whole 2 hours. I'm not going to lie. I might just die about halfway through. We'll see. We shall see. Ugh. Plug it in. We're just going to get right started. We're ready to go to Magus's lair, pretty much. Looking at my shelf here, too. Like, what other games would I need to stream? Super Metroid I'm going to do in the summer with my son. That's going to be fun. I need to do more casual stuff, like Donkey Kong Country or something. I do so many RPGs, Mega Man X I'm going to stream, probably do that in one stream. See if we can beat it in 1 2-hour stream. I think I'll be able to. Click. Let's get our volume situated. I think we had it about here before. Why is it not working? Oh, I unplugged it again. No, I didn't. Is it on channel 3? Why is it not working? That's really weird. Chrono Trigger's in. Super Nintendo's on. What the heck? It's not working. Oh, I hear that. Here, let me try something real quick. Nothing changed. I didn't change anything. since last I came in. Let's hope it's just a glitch. Blow on the cart. Exactly. Why didn't I think of that? How cool would that be, actually, if they simulated that in EmuVR? You have to blow in your microphone. Missed opportunity. Why didn't they do that on the DS when they had you blowing on the DS for a whole bunch of games? Hook up the system. Maybe it had something to do with how I plugged it in the wrong order or something on the back. Yoink. What's new with everybody else, though? I'm talking about how messed up and tired I am, but how's everybody else doing? Anything cool going on in your lives? UGC plug? Yeah, something's wrong, actually. Look. You hear the sound? That's the sound it makes when the like emulator's not working. Interesting. What's happening? This has never happened. I mean, it has when I have a bad ROM, but that is not the case. We've been playing the same ROM. Nothing's changed. Interesting. Let's try a different one and see if it works. That'd be crazy if we can't do it tonight. I might have to figure out something else. Throw a Chrono Trigger on the bed. Nope. Oh, your friend's sleeping over? Nice. And this is what you guys are doing? Crazy. Blow on the cart. UGC plug? I don't know what that means. Like a plug-in? I don't think there was any updates or anything required, but yeah, this is definitely not working. Are we going to play the game tonight? What game? Link to the Past. Joseph Bolkin, what's going on? Wise Basic, hey, we need to shout out Wise Basic. He had to jump out of the chat right, just like he was in and out really quick, but we did shout him out for the awesome $30 contribution to the charity. Thank you so much, Wise Basic. I added it to the tally, which brought us over $200, which is freaking awesome. Crashed out right at the end. No worries, Joe. Oh, all the games that you have? That would be crazy, huh? Just work through all of them. The final dungeon was too complicated and soured the end. Is it plugged in? Is it on? Jason with the $1. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for that. Going towards the charity. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. One day, that's going to all pay off. It's going to be so exciting. By the way, there is no updates on the Switch 2 front from Nintendo as far as the invites. They started going out on Thursday, last Thursday, 2 days ago. What's today? Friday? Yesterday. They started going out yesterday. And I haven't seen any emails yet. So, yeah, for those of you asking in the chat, so we're going to have to try and figure this out because what's happening, you can see I've plugged in, obviously the game's in there. The Super Nintendo is plugged into the TV, which is a requirement. And I've seen this when I have a bad ROM. So look, I'll turn it on. You see the power light come on. Listen. It worked. What the heck? I'm like, listen, because it usually clicks off. So loud. There we go. It usually clicks off and goes click, and like the light just powers back off. That was weird. That's never happened before. Good enough for me. It's so weird too, John, because we've been doing this for days straight now and no problems. It just randomly didn't work. That's scary. How anticlimactic would that be if our Chrono Trigger playthrough ended like that? Kind of like our Perfect Dark playthrough, which was my very first attempt at streaming a game, just as an experiment, and it glitched halfway through and I could never beat it. Can't wait to have EmuVR updated to work. Will a newer version of with a newer version of RetroArch? Yeah, maybe one day. The updates are few and far between with EmuVR. That's for sure. Let's just hope it stays forever. Not all good things must come to an end, right? Eventually, EmuVR just won't work. Sad but true. Sad but true. You know it's sad but true. We just level grinded like crazy last time. Now we're ready to go. How's the volume? How's the volume balance? Is it good? Yeah, John, it's just one guy. It's just a one-man army that put EmuVR together, which is very impressive. Yup. Now, I don't think the Reptite lair that we're going to is super long, if I remember right. I think we can fly through it pretty quick. Which means Monday is going to be Death Kid. We're going to start alternating games again, and Monday we're going to try out that new game, and I'll give out some game keys to you guys for free. Hopefully it's a good game. If it's not, we'll pivot. That's right, we leveled up a lot of techs last time fighting those news. Okay, let me refresh where I'm at with my techs here. We got Chrono's learning life. I forgot that he has that he has that. Isla's learning charm, which steals. The names are so weird in this game. They don't match like what the technique actually is. Marley learning ice 2. Cool. Depending on where we're at after the Reptite lair, maybe we'll have to grind out a few more news to finish up. Follow the tracks. Alright, Hero, have a fun sleepover. That sounds like a blast. Enjoy those days while you can, my friend. One day they're just going to disappear. Not to be a cynical old man, but they will. I have fond memories of those kind of hangout nights with my buddies. I do believe, though, we should see a new update before the year is through. The goal was Christmas 24, but that fell through. So we shall see. I did hear about that update. Yeah, that was coming. He typically puts them out once a year. It's kind of what it seems to be trending since I discovered EmuVR a couple years ago. We'll see. You whippersnappers have fun. Accurate. Reptite lair. The grooviest enemies ever. Hey, we haven't learned lightning, or we haven't used lightning 2 yet. Let's do it for the first time. So cool. It's true, John. This is a true tale. That's how I grew up. Yep, I remember thinking we were the coolest kids on the block when we got 2 phone lines, one for the internet, one for the phone. It was pretty awesome. Good old dial-up internet. Those were the days. About the time I was playing this for the first time, when it first came out. Mid-90s. Good times. Is the pain over? Yes. We lived. We lived through it, Joe. Don't worry. The news can't hurt you anymore. Now we're just OP going through the Reptite lair. And it meant your parents couldn't run the internet off by accident by calling someone. Yes, correct. No, you couldn't. When you picked up the phone when someone was on the internet, you just hear. You just hear a bunch of crazy sounds. Yeah, Joe, I hear ya. I hear ya. And you know, the internet thing was a big problem in my house because my brother was Raziel, right? From Raziel Reed's channel. He was constantly on the internet. And we're like, dude, get off the phone! I need to call my friend! And he's like, screw you! Or get off the internet, I mean. Oh man, John, I would give anything to go back to those days. Seriously. I would trade my smartphone in and stuff and go back to those days anytime. Much simpler time back then. Go back to a landline. Unfortunately, the world, you can't function in this world without a cell phone. Need it for my job, need it for my family, my kids. It's not that simple. I'm definitely not one to, what you call it? Whoops. Oh, there we go. To let the rose-tinted glasses blind me to the plain truths that, like, you know, the world's a lot more fun, a lot more awesome, a lot more terrible too, but, like, the technology we have now is a necessary evil. Like, it's, I'm not just like, oh, let's get rid of all of it and go back. Like, that would be nice in theory. It's the nostalgia and the relationships and the friends and the time that I miss. Not necessarily it's technology. Like, this stuff's awesome. But, dude, video games are way better now. like, let's be real. You know, I love my retro games. Nothing against retro games, but things are better now. They just are. But it's the times I wish I could recapture, right? Times with my friends. Stuff like that. And that, too. Like, I wouldn't trade what I have now with my awesome wife and my awesome kids and all the things we have now together. Like, this, my life right now is perfect. I wouldn't trade it away and, like, give it away forever, but that's just the thing of it, isn't it, guys? You just, those feelings cannot be recaptured, and there's no way to just go back and get that again. Once it's gone, it's gone. Some John you have. John is sassy tonight, man. He is just like picking fights everywhere. Craig. You'll understand one day, John. You'll understand one day. You're young. You're a teenager. Dude, our superfan Craig Stratton in the chat. Dude, what's going on? We need an arcade unit update. And Fleete, dude, what's up? How you been, Fleete? The joy of filling up a friend's camera for no good reason. Dude, those were the days, Craig, when your camera had to be a camera and not a phone. And had to run off a memory card. EMP meteor. Oh, you just came back from PAX? No way. Dude, sick. Tell us about PAX. What was your favorite thing there? That's awesome. I have never been to a gaming convention like that. Like a gaming expo like that. I would love to one day. That was mostly tabletop games. Yeah, the old Polaroids, that's so true. Dude, tabletop games are awesome too. Let's not kid ourselves. I think I want to say the boss is straight up there. But we gotta loot more treasure. Give him the old spin cut, which has nothing to do with spin. So weird, dude. The names of this game, of the techniques, are so weird in the OG version. I'd only be able to take like 30 pictures and then I'd be done. Dude, this brought us back to the start? I thought for sure there was more treasure in there. Oh wait, no, this is different. I'm so confused. I'm just burning through my magic points here. Ooh, curly fries sound good right now. I should snack a little bit while I play. Oh, sick. You went to the Gearbox panel for Borderlands 4. That's awesome. I can't remember where you stand or if I've heard, Fleete, on the Switch 2. Are you going to get Borderlands 4 on that? I know they were really showcasing that earlier. We don't have a release date for it yet, I don't think, but... That is cool that it's coming to the Switch 2, though. Not sure yet. Okay. I hear you. It is pretty early to know. If you're on the fence, I can totally understand why, by the way. But if you're on the fence, yeah, it's a little too early to know. I think there's going to be another Nintendo Direct in, July or something like that, like their Summer Direct, like their E3 season Direct. I know E3 is not a thing anymore, but I think they will. You know, once the Switch 2 has been out a month or so, people are kind of have it, and people are kind of getting used to the idea. The dust is settled. And then you bust out a Nintendo Direct and show me open world Mario. That's what I want to see. I'm dreaming, man. I mean, it's inevitable that there's another 3D Mario coming. We know there is. It's not confirmed to be open world, but like, what else could they do? Like, they brought Zelda open world, they brought Mario Kart open world. They pretty much brought Smash Brothers open world. I know it's apples and oranges, but like, seriously, they invited everybody in the universe into Smash Brothers. So I think that's what they're gonna do with 3D Mario next. I really do think the Bowser's Fury setup on Switch 1 was a testing ground for how that would feel. Can you imagine? With the Switch 2 graphics, like, dude, basically Mario Odyssey, but one seamless world. That would be so freaking cool. It looks like Horizon Zero Dawn. That would be the dream. Oh, that's so strong. Okay, there was the door we went in that did absolutely nothing. We've got one lightning left in the tank. On a Polaroid, getting the Ghostbusters. Dude, that would be sick. That would be cool. Me and my kids will go to Fan X again this fall, which is basically Utah's Comic-Con. They couldn't call it Comic-Con for legal reasons, but it's Comic-Con. We went last year and had a blast, if you guys remember. It was just before Halloween. I have to use an ether. I wanted to avoid it, but I've got to. Wait until they bug me about buying it. You're, oh, hold on. I might. Oh, yeah. If I do happen to get it, it'll be this summer. Then it will most likely be for my siblings. Okay. When your siblings beg you to get it. Do you have littler siblings then? Are you the older of the pack? Getting decent tech points in here, actually. I am the oldest. That's always fun. Okay, let's kick this boss's trash. Very short dungeon. It's Azala, that's right. What's this? Could those apes have made something this advanced? Azala! Ah, the apes have arrived. You're nothing like you're nothing like Isla. Tell me what this is at once. Yeah, let's tell her about it. Liars! No one could talk that easily. This should loosen your tongues. Come, Nizbel. Bring it, Nizbel. You're dead. It was fun when they were little, but now they're just a pain in the butt. That's funny. If you don't mind me asking, what's the general age gap between you and your younger siblings? Because from how you're saying it, it sounds like you're way older than them. Let's see. Oh, let's do Volt Bite. That'll wreck him. And we have haste. Why am I not using that? Let's do haste on Chrono. I'm gonna do haste on everybody. He's gonna get wrecked so fast. This boss. I can already tell we're OP. 17-year gap. Oh dang. That's a big gap. You're kind of like a pseudo parent for them, I'm sure. That's really cool though. That's really cool that you're looking out for them and being a cool brother. That's awesome. Ouch. I forgot the catch with this guy. I think he stores the energy and then releases it. I'm just imagining... Oh, wow. Oh, defense power decreases when shocked. Let's try attacks. I'm just imagining what the dual and triple text would look like on this game in a remake, dude. Like, I mean, it did its best, and it looks great and stuff, but, like... Man, the, like, something like this one, Volt Bite. Like, look, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Like, the animation's fine for what it is, but... Ooh, we're gonna freaking die. Okay, timeout. We need to do some serious healing. We need to do Aura Whirl. Like several times in a row. Aura Whirl. Here we go. Let's do that one more time. One more time. Well, you know what? No. We're going to do it. Going in for the kill. Nailed it. It would just be so fun to see these characters in like a really awesome graphic engine like Dragon Quest XI looking. Like an engine that looks like the art. The key art for this game, just doing these techniques. It'd be so cool. Mr. Beans is in the chat! Yo, 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 yo! What's up, everybody? How goes the legendary Chrono stream, sir? Dude, it's going good. I am so freaking sleepy and tired tonight, but I was not about to cancel this stream. We're doing this. Day 3 of Chrono Trigger week. And Rixels, dude. Does Ginger Goku go Super Saiyan in this game? Ginger Goku, absolutely. Kind of. I mean, his element is lightning. And his final move sort of looks like a Super Saiyan thing. Dude, how's it going, Rixels? Try my best, but sometimes they rebel against common sense. Oh, Fleete, it's prepping you for parenthood, man. Trust me, it gets worse. I love this song. The apes beat Nisbel? Give Thing back to Chrono now. But remember, we, Reptites, will rule the world. Your days are numbered. Is the gate key okay? Thank goodness, it looks alright. I fight anytime, Azala. Isla no lose. Burp. I know absolutely zero about this game other than it's Toriyama. So, yeah, and he tends to stick in his own little world of concepts, right? It's a cool thing. Dude, this game is one of the best of all time. I know you haven't been like in all the streams, so if we haven't spoiled too much, you should totally play through it. You should play through it on your channel, Rixels. We play through it on mine, and we beat it, and then we jump to yours, and we all crowd into your streams. You leave, Chrono? No fun for Isla. Thanks, Isla. I learned a lot from you. Sorry, Chrono. I try be strong now, just like Chrono. After your woman slapped you upside the head. Come again, Chrono. Party, eat, dance, fight, fun. I need to go on a selling spree is what I need to do. Let's put Meso on her. I'm wondering if I need to get rid of the Rage Band for Chrono. I mean, he's tough enough, so he doesn't need any of that. Power Scarf is tempting. Sonny Carter, hello! How's it going, my friend? Come again, Chrono, Marley, and Luca, too. What about Robo? How's it going, Sonny? Superfan, Sonny. Always love having you around. Hold on, I gotta save it. Totally not playing Ocarina of Time. Rixels, it's been a sec since I've dropped into your streams. They always seem to pop up when I'm like totally tied up. It drives me crazy. I always want to watch them. What are you streaming nowadays? I forget. Is it still Link to the Past? I think it's Link to the Past, right? Oh, Link's Awakening. Oh, you beat Link to the Past like 2 weeks ago? Oh man, I need to get in your streams more often. The Sunday night ones, I'm always tied up because that's me and my wife's like movie night that we watch. We watch a movie together every Sunday night, but I always see it pop up. But the other nights, I'm like, yeah, I should totally be able to pop in, but there's always something. It drives me nuts. Dude, I need to tune in before you beat Link's Awakening though. It's one of my favorite Zelda games. And I think you had said you're playing the Game Boy version, right? Or the Game Boy Color version or something? Because I had thought you played the remake already on your channel, but maybe I'm just picturing Echoes of Wisdom. Should start Ocarina of Time next week. Oh, that's right, because you're going through all of them. I get it, you hate me, all good. Man, I want to pop into your streams, but I just don't like you very much. Guys, Rixels in real life is one of the coolest dudes ever. Y'all should be jealous that you can't hang out with him. Let's see, I'm trying to picture the next section for Magus's lair. What party I need to bring. I know I still have a little bit of time to think about it. Chrono. I think Frog is locked in. Yeah. Maybe Robo? Yeah, let's bring Robo for now. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Every time this song comes on. That was like your first game you ever owned. That's awesome. The original is freaking awesome, John. Back down and step down, my friend. But you're right. The DX version is way better. Yeah, DX, I mean, DX is awesome. It's the same thing, but it has that, it's color, obviously, for the GBC. And it's got the extra dungeon and stuff. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same as the original, just in color. So the DX version is definitely the definitive version of the original one. But yeah, remake's the way to go. Dude, look at Robo's on world map sprite. He is chunky. Look at him. I'm gonna get I have some candy. I'm gonna get some Skittles. One sec. Opinion on the color dungeon? It was forgettable. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just kind of there. It does give you a really good reward, though. I won't spoil it. Richard probably already, or Rixels probably already knows. Rixels slash Richard. That's what's different. I was like, oh wait, it's Rixels in here, not Richard Bevan. You still get credit for being a super fan or a channel member. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure you know what it is, Rixels, but I won't spoil it just in case other people don't, but you get a good reward from it. But the dungeon itself is like, it's whatever. Nah, it looks official. Well, now that it's Rixels right now, you guys all can click it and go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Rixels, what is your problem? What is your problem? Just go do it. Stop being a chicken and just do it. He streams some really good stuff. I told you guys it was going to be a problem too, but one of the reasons I'm so tired today, dude, I was literally up till like 3:30 in the morning playing No Man's Sky last night. And I'm in VR, so I wasn't watching the clock, and I totally lost track of time. I was like, no, I'm gonna be dead today. And I was right. Yeah, 2 rewards. I think you have to choose between the 2 rewards, though. Do you play No Man's Sky, Rixels? I've been playing it on the PlayStation VR 2. Oh my gosh, dude. And I haven't played it in maybe a year and a half, probably more than that, a couple years. And of course, there's been like 12 updates since then. Like game-altering updates. Dude, I'm hooked again. It's bad. That is cool, John. You found some Dreamstone. Then I'll repair the Masamune. How on earth did you get the Masamune and the Dreamstone? No, don't tell me. I don't think my heart could take it. It'll take a little while to fix this. I shall also help. Yeah, Robo would know how. More than Luca or Marley or Chrono would. These repairs seem quite difficult. At any rate, leave this to me. To repair the Masamune, we must process the Dreamstone and activate the sword. You work on the Dreamstone, and I'll work on the sword. Understood. Alright, Fleete, I fully support it, my friend. Thanks for stopping in, supporting. Go get some rest. Have a great night. Appreciate ya. Alright, it's done. Now bring the Dreamstone. Understood. I wouldn't catch the Stargate reference in No Man's Sky, John. I don't know Stargate. Alright, let's get started. It's one of those games that checks every box that I should love and want to play all the time, but I can play for like a week and then I'm bored and done. Yeah, it's a very interesting game, isn't it? With like, I understand. It's not quite so like that way for me, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. It's a very unique game. Like, it feels very, like you kind of have to work through the shallowness part of it, if that makes sense. And it does take some effort on part of the player to like get past that. But I assume you were playing in 2D, right? Rixels, like on the TV? Pancake mode? Because in VR, it's a different experience. Like, I feel like VR adds like 30% more awesomeness to an already awesome game. And that's what gets me past that like sort of shallow first layer of kind of boredom, like grinding type stuff. The VR mode is absolutely insane. Yeah, I just played the normal mode. But I've never played it flat. I've never played it on a TV. It's just a VR game in my head. Sorry to keep you waiting. Take a good look. This is the Masamune. Awesome, what a weapon. Well, I think that's everything. Okay, Chrono, let's take the Masamune to Frog. This weapon represents considerable power. Your actions may either save or destroy life. Wield your sword with full knowledge of the consequences. Okay, we got stuff to sell. I'll keep one around for Frog, because I can't remember what armor he starts with. Oh, Marley needs to equip the rock helm. Yeah, I've tried VR. It is awesome. The gameplay loop just doesn't do it for me. Yeah. When was the last time you played, I wonder? Because they keep updating that game like endlessly, as I'm sure you know. The loop gets more and more interesting with every update. I just love building bases. That's like one of my favorite things. I hate on the early game. It's get off the starting planet, go to the next one, spend ages getting fuel, then go on to the next. It's just so repetitive early on. Yeah, so to get past that, again, I don't know if you guys know this, because I think it's a fairly new update. In the difficulty settings, you can super customize every aspect of the game. And I have no shame saying that, like, I turned on crafting, infinite crafting. Like, I don't have to gather crap. The crafting component, individually, specifically, I can just craft parts like that without having all the materials. And even that, it's still difficult in a lot of other ways, but even that just makes it so much more fun. For me. I know that's kind of cheating, but, like, you do what you do what you need to do to have fun, right? $600. Dude. Checked every pillar but that one. Yeah, there's so many different customization or difficulty adjustment options now. It's so nice. You're like, man, I love everything about this, but just these two things bug me. Just change those two things. It's awesome. Agreed, Rixels, especially because it's so hard to find the specific things you need. Like, the process of getting them and mining stuff is fine, but, like, it's so hard to find the stuff that you actually need. That's what drove me crazy. I will say that the moment I took off in my ship for the first time... Ooh, ice tackle. We just got ice tackle. The first moment I took off in No Man's Sky in a ship in VR was a pivotal moment in my gaming career. It was one of those moments I'll remember forever. It was so mind-blowing. This was back on the PSVR 1. I just couldn't believe what I was experiencing. It was so crazy. It was magical. Oh, okay, John. Hey, member Stevel. Esteemed member Stevel. How's it going, man? What what up, peeps? Where's the likes? He's right. Where's the likes, guys? Hashtag drop the like. Thanks, Stevel. What's new with you, dude? How are you? How's the family? Going great. Nice to hear. That's awesome to hear. Wait, what am I doing? We gotta go to Frog's house. Cyberpunk has a VR mode. I've always wanted to try, but never could get it. Oh, I didn't know it had a VR mode. It's an official VR mode? I assume the Steam version or whatever? I have no idea. Oh, it's a mod. Oh, a VR mod. I see. How are you? Family is great. Get to go hang out with my buddy tomorrow and then play some Tetris Effect in VR with some, let's just say, mental enhancements. Dude, I love Tetris Effect in VR. It's so good. What platform do you play it on? The soundtrack of that game is unbelievable. 'Tis thee again. This sword, 'tis the Masamune. Oh, did we get the flashback right here? Maybe it's a little later. I must ponder this turn of events. Remaineth here the night. Yeah, we do get the flashbacks. I forgot this was at this part. Cyrus, are you leaving? Yes, it's time we took back the medal from the Frog King. And I'd like to see that mythical sword for myself. Stevel, are you telling me you have a PSVR 2? Dude, I didn't know anybody else except me had a PlayStation VR 2. I think that you'd said play it in VR, right? If so, I have follow-up questions. But Cyrus, the kingdom needs you. And Lean and I need you. You must return to us. As long as there is life in these bones, I shall return, by your leave. Oh, but your buddy does. Oh, okay, I see. Dude, people can talk smack on the PlayStation VR 2, and I have my own grievances with it, but best VR headset on the market, in my opinion. Just the support is not there, which stinks. Sony really did it dirty. Gotta get a Quest 3 and try Batman Arkham Shadow Masterpiece. Is that a Quest 3 exclusive? I don't think I'll ever see any reason to update to Quest 3. Sir Cyrus. We, the Knights of the Square Table, wish you a safe journey. Listen well, my friends. I now entrust the safety of the kingdom to you. Yeah, and it's kind of sad that the teenage or young Glenn right here doesn't have his own sprite. It's just the normal village sprite. Pardon the delay. Shall we be off? Glenn, you be careful too. Be of sound health, your majesty. Stevel. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Nice, John. So, you want the badge of courage, dear Knight of the Kingdom? Well, come and take it if you can, Gribbet. Prepare yourself, Pollywog, and guard. Nirvana strike. Come as you are, as you were. He's gonna do Nirvana strike. How dare you pick on a helpless amphibian? Filthy metal, I won't forget this. Again, seeing these flashbacks in a remake would be so sick. Ah! Beware, Glenn. Cyrus, the sword! The Masamune! Oh, there's Magus, dude. Yeah, is that the best you can do? Without your sword, you're nothing. Ah, you haven't beaten me yet. Cyrus, I'm a goner. Glenn, escape while I keep them at bay. But if you stay, they'll get both of us. Go on, Glenn. Ooh, what's Magus gonna sound like? I'm not really doing voices on this playthrough, but what would he sound like if he was voiced? You'd better worry more about yourself, Cyrus. Come on, Glenn, go! Ah! Cyrus! Run, Glenn. The Queen, take care of Lean. Cyrus! Cyrus! What's the matter? Aren't you going to try your luck? Yeah, cat got your tongue, kid. How about it, Magus? Can't you give him a more fitting form? All right, why not? There's always time for a little fun. Ah! Ah! I've heard about the Half-Life mod. You spineless wimp. 10 years hath passed. Can I do it? I've changed so much. Alas, poor Cyrus. Awaketh, Chrono. Though we may fail, let us go to Magus's lair. Thou knowest his power. We must do it to save our future. We won't be beaten by a bad guy. Let's take Robo at first. Fallout 4 is really good once you jam it full of mods to make it function. Skyrim VR is supposedly excellent. I've been thinking about... Oh, I missed the new. I was looking away. I wonder if I could just spam this right here. Just go in and out until the new comes back. Oh, there he is. Stop it, you dog! Why does he say that? Can I not fight him? Yeah, the first time I ever played VR... Stop it, you dog, he says. Hold on, I want to try one thing. If he's around and I get in a fight with these frogs, will he fight me? I want to try that. Okay, I keep breaking up, sorry. First night I tried VR, it blew my mind. It was PlayStation VR 1 at a friend's house. And I played it, I think I was playing the game Moss, which hands down is one of the best VR games ever made. Still. But I was playing that for hours, just like, I can't stop. This is the coolest thing I've ever experienced. And then at the end of the night, you know, Moss is a stationary VR game. It's a very high comfort VR game. And then I jumped into Skyrim VR that he had, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up, because my brain was burned out at that point. Anyone that's experienced VR knows it takes a couple weeks to... Oh, we got Blade Toss? Triple Raid. It takes a few weeks to get used to VR and for your brain to adjust. Skyrim VR wrecked me, but I need to get back and try and play it again. That'd be really cool. Okay, so here's the new. Stop it, you dog. Nope. He doesn't fight. I will never, John. This is Chip's ASMR. That's what this channel's for. Moss is sick. Same with Moss 2. Dude, Moss and Moss 2 are amazing games. I heard that they're not going to make a Moss 3. Moss 2 leaves off on a big cliffhanger that, like, blew my mind, actually. They did some really clever stuff with the story of Moss. And yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get a 3. I hope I'm wrong, but they kind of... I can't remember where I heard that, but I think they said, like in an interview or something, they're just like, yeah, we're done with Moss. Like, you can't! The ending was so good. Can we just get a holodeck already? I promise I wouldn't disappear into a virtual world of debauchery. Maybe. I promise to say... I pinky swear, Stevel. We'll pinky swear to it. I promise I'll be good. Wink, wink. I don't get motion sick at all. I can do really intense stuff, and the most I've ever had was feeling dizzy. Yeah, same. Yeah, that's true. Back at the VR in my Skyrim story, it was more dizziness and kind of like headache. But again, that only lasted the first couple weeks I've played VR, and then my brain got used to it, and I've been good ever since. Okay, what we need to do, though, for this part of the game, we need to pull up on YouTube the cutscene for this from the PlayStation version. Frog enters Magus's castle. cutscene. Wow, it's like not the first thing that came up on YouTube. Here we go. Okay, ready? The cutscene is so freaking cool. Well, let's do it on the game first, and then we'll watch the cutscene for it. Magic Cave. The original cutscene is great. It's so cool. Ah! Hey, you! And then the young Cyrus sprite is just the regular NPC sprite too. It's Cyrus, run for your lives! Frog was bullied as a kid. Thanks, Cyrus. He's got hiccups. Glenn, there are times when people simply have to grit their teeth. But it hurts when I get hit. Oh yeah, he has an accent, huh? But it hurts when I get hit. You're a marshmallow, Glenn. There's the cool sprite. That's cool. Hey, Glenn. I've been thinking about becoming a knight. I knew you were going to enlist. You'll make a great warrior. Why don't you join too? I don't think I'd make the cut. But why? You're better with a sword than I am. I don't know. I think I'd really lose it if I had to hurt someone. Oh man, that's such a cool backstory. He's such a gentle dude, and now Frog's so hardcore, man. It's so cool. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to talk during that cutscene either. I guess we have to go through Magic Cave first, though. If I leave soon, it's because we've talked too much about VR, and I've got to go play Arizona Sunshine 2. I've heard that's really good. I haven't played the Arizona Sunshine games. Arizona Sunshine. Oh, and the hero medal comes downstream. The medal. The hero's medal. Handeth over the Masamune. Yeah, his archaic speak is all wrong, though. Like this, how it's written. It's not written in proper Old English, like, at all. My name is Glenn. Cyrus's hopes and dreams, and now the Masamune. Forthwith I shall slay Magus and restore honor. Ding. So sick, dude. With the resources they had at the time, the cutscenes in this game are freaking awesome. Oh yeah, the bats. That's right. That's Flea, isn't it? I forgot about this. Okay, we need to watch the cutscene. Let me, like, turn the TV down. The virtual TV. Okay, ready? Skip the flashback here. Here we go. That's so sick, dude. That's so cool. Can you imagine if we had a remake that looked like that the whole friggin' time? Oh man, so cool. You get realigned, the TV. There we go. There we go. All right, Jason, have an awesome night. Oh, Stolaz is in the chat. Super late. Yo, Frog. Dude, what's going on, Stolaz? Hopefully you're having a good night. John, VR chat, apparently has Ocarina of Time in VR. I have played that. It's actually bookmarked in my VR chat world's library. It's just Kokiri Village, but it is awesome. I've been meaning to do a video on VR chat since almost the beginning of my channel, like last year when I started focusing on my channel anyway. That was one of the first video plans I had, was to do a video on VR chat, and I never got around to it. I need to do that still. Frog is incredibly lovable, and then his story is super good. I know, he's just such a dang good character. We just did the flashbacks, of course, before you came in with Cyrus and stuff, and how he turned into a frog. It's so good. It's such simple yet effective storytelling. Very He-Man, yeah. I have the power! His character design screams friend. Yeah, how could you not like Frog, you know? A bit dramatic, don't you think? All I know, VR chat is for being full of furries, and I don't meld with that crowd. Yeah, me neither. In fact, it's funny you say that, because that's like the preface to the video I have the video like written out. And it's just like, you know, VR chat is a cringe fest, unless you know where to go. And then I was to walk through the good worlds that I actually use it for. There's really only one key purpose I use VR chat, and that's for practicing Japanese. There's a world within VR chat that's just for learning English and Japanese. And everybody in there is super chill. It's like super not that crowd for obvious reasons. It detracts people that are learning languages. And it's really great. You can just walk. It's like a Japanese park. And you can walk around and just talk to people in Japanese. And that's how I practice. Since, you know, I'm in the middle of the desert over here in Utah. There's not many Japanese people to practice with. I forget, we're in Magic Cave. We need to be doing magic. Which means Robo probably needs to jet out of here. You don't like chicks dressed up as animals? It depends on the situation. Speaking of VR chat, do you know Dawei? What's that? I love Ugandan Knuckles. Yeah, you got to know where to go in VR chat, or it's cringe beyond belief. But it's very cool for what it is. If you can, the End of Time from Chrono Trigger is also in there, and it has the Epoch parked there, and you can jump around and get inside of it. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I didn't get Frog's magic. I'm an idiot. Be that magic you use. I have heard only magicians wield it now. Travel to the End of Time, and you may gain the use of magic. Dude, how dumb am I? I totally forgot about that. We also have to introduce Frog to Chrono's mom. It sounds like a joke, but I'm not joking. Oh, John, you gotta come over to the States. That was the first style I ever did, and I teach sword. I teach Japanese sword, dude. I could teach you. Look it up. Should I be scared to look it up? I have a nephew, so I get that meme. I'm surprised with my kids, and I'm missing out on a meme. Pleasantly surprised. The game gave you the hint for a reason. Yeah, it's like, bro, what are you doing? I've actually never seen that because I've never not done that. That's funny. Discovering new things about the game every day. Every time I play it. In Steam VR, I found a world that was the Chamber of Sages from Ocarina of Time. Oh, that's cool. Gave me the willies. Interesting how Frog sees Robo and does not comment on him once. Yeah. Again, more material for a remake to address, right? That'd be so fun. So cool. The two girls hanging out. But I mean, sword fighting, I mean everything. Like katanas, broadswords, and fencing. All of it. My specialty is Japanese sword. Katana. Iaido, Kenjutsu, and Kendo. That's the biggest toy I've ever seen. Hey, you're not alive, are you? You got a great strength, however. Since I can't measure your inner character, I can't give you any magic. But your laser weapons will suffice. They can inflict shadow type damage. What a weird fellow. Being a frog, let's give him water. Ipso facto minimo magico. Robo can't use magic. Frog learned to use magic. Hold on, while that message is up, I gotta fix the TV view here so it's not so bubbled up. That's a little better, maybe. So, fortified with magic. Want to try it out? No. Oh, good. I don't have to do the walk around the room thing. You guys are too much. Bring newcomers to meet me. I gotta show Frog my mom. There's people who teach that for money? Are you talking about sword? I definitely charge money for my lessons. My students do, in fact, pay me. You won... Oh, I'm choking on Skittle juice. You won $300, Steve-O? How'd you do that? Oh, you live in the middle of nowhere. That's why Luca's quest is so fun. All the characters camping together and interacting. Yeah, oh yeah, right? Yeah, you're totally correct on that. I remember that. It's just, yeah, they're all adventuring together. Like, we need more of that. Dear me. Chrono, how many times have I told you to keep your pets outside? But the cat's inside. The cat lives inside. Madam, I am not a pet. Though I am odd of figure, I'm a master swordsman. It talks? I just thought, I mean, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Toad. No, my name is... Yes, dear? Toad will do for now. We can't give you magic. Just shoot them with lasers. Can't hook a friend up. You know, there's only so much I could teach remotely anyway. You can't really learn sword unless you're in person. Sinning. I bet on hockey. Dude, that's sick. Congrats on the win, bro. You're gonna dump all... That's your snack fund, right? Or are you gonna get a Switch 2 with that? How does the party swap out when Azala and the Reptite steal the gate key? That's true, Joe. That's true. That'd be kind of cool if it locked your party in, just for that short little bit. Yeah. Brandon G, the goat's here. Dude. Brandon G, the goat's in the house. How's it going? We got a Cactuar, we got a Chrono, and we got a SNES controller. Dude, John, if you came over to the States, if you flew over here, I'd hook you up with free lessons. And then we go shooting. We've discussed it, right? We'll blow stuff up. Bubble Snap. Sword Stream. Now what we do is we swap out the characters so Frog can get all his dual techs learned. I got a new buttstock for my AK that I haven't tried yet. I got it a while ago and I haven't been shooting since I got it. Ice water. Ice water, that sounds delicious. And now we get Luca in here. Maybe I'll learn how to fight with broadswords and then I'll teach you. There is a lot of, I mean, not a lot. There's, maybe it's a lot. There's a decent amount of crossover. When you learn one weapon in martial arts, you learn the foundations for every weapon, pretty much. Because footwork and mindset and all that stuff that you learn universally in any martial art carries over to everything. So that's foundational. Then it's just about managing the individual stuff for that particular weapon's form or whatever. You'd think Canada would have a lot of geeky sword guys. Don't kill Dende. Who's Dende? Maybe I'll use it to buy a Metallica ticket. Oh, dude. Are they coming through your town with the 72 Seasons tour? I would want to go to 72 Seasons so bad. They never freaking come to Utah, though. And I told my son, next time they're in Utah, I'm taking you. But that's going to be in 10 years from now, probably. If ever again. Maybe I'll fly him. I'll fly him to a Metallica concert. That would be cool. The little green dudes look like Dende. Is that a Dragon Ball Z character? I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. But that would make sense since it's all Toriyama's art, right? Oh yeah, okay, there you go. You explained it. Little Namek kid who takes over for Kami in Dragon Ball Z. That means nothing to me, but I trust you, and I'm sorry for killing him. I am to Dragon Ball Z, Rixels, as you are to this game. Like, I know it's Toriyama, but I know nothing more than that. I know some of the principal characters' names and stuff, but... Who wins with the broadsword or the katana? They'll be in Denver next month. Oh, man. Katana versus gun. Indiana Jones style. I should have been writing down where I've been finding all these boxes. Katana versus flamethrower. That'd be a good fight. Ooh, Fire Whirl can hit all of them. Oh, the one bat moved just barely out of the way. What a jerk. I'll try to be around. I know where all the boxes are. Some waivers should be involved. Oh my gosh. Look at all these mice. Oh wait, I never checked Frog's gear. Should we do the Iron Sword or the Masamune? Gold Helm, glad I saved that. Ruby Armor, glad I saved it. Ruby Vest. I think I'm going to put the Power Scarf on him. Just make him freaking buff as crap. These guys are all super clumped together. Do Fire Whirl again. Such a fun part here, Brandon G. Dude, yeah, the Magus's lair introduction was so epic as a kid. I just remember being like, dude, this is crazy. I remember being so intimidated to go in there and fight. I'm like, I'm not ready for this. Oh, this stream has helped to wake me up a little bit. A note written in blood. The juggler in Magus's castle strengthens his guard when attacked. Beware. Noted. Oh man, look at this thing. Look at this thing. That's so cool looking. Can I get higher? Wait. I want to go up and see it more, but you're blocked. It's a really well-designed RPG dungeon, in my opinion. Yeah, it is. It is. And the mini-bosses and stuff with Ozzy, Slash, and Flea are really cool. Ready? I won't talk through it. This can only be. Magus's castle. Sick. Now, I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to pull up YouTube again. Isn't there a cutscene for this part too? Maybe I'm crazy. One second. Oh, I forgot to turn on monetization for this video when I started it. I had the screen pulled up and everything, and I didn't do it. Just thinking about it. Okay. Let me see. Chrono Trigger, all cutscenes. Maybe there's not one for this. Maybe it's just the frog one that we watched already. Sit and do some ads. We missed the island. Oh no, I remember there was another Magus cutscene, but it's when you get to Magus in the castle. That's what it is. Okay. Dude, the frame rate on the cutscenes for the original PlayStation version, though, it's so bad. The frame rate's like 15 frames a second. Ugh. I have the Wild Berry Skittles in my snack drawer. Dude, that's what I was just eating, too. They're so much better than the original. I got some chocolate chip cookies, and I might go grab a Cannon Dew. Oh, it sounds so good right now. I'm soda-less in my house right now, which is a good thing. Magus's castle, spooky. I have retrieved the dew. Last 30 minutes is when a bunch of Japanese kids start watching your stream, I think. Apparently, that one time we got to like 72 people. Still blows my mind. Hey, at least I could talk to them, right? If all the Japanese people joined, we could talk to them too. I could translate live for you guys. I honestly don't remember this very well. This castle, this dungeon. I mean, I know like everybody's evil and there's like, yeah, different versions of everybody's family and stuff. Tabbing. Well, if it isn't Luca. They just made it so creepy. It's so cool. Frog, you're safe. Mama? Chrono, so this is where you've been since the festival. You had me worried sick. That's where Slash is, right? Seventy-two seasons. Coincidence? I think not. I didn't even think of that, Steve. Dang, I didn't even realize that on the day. 72 seasons gone. 72 streamers gone. Oh no, this is where Fleet is, or Slash is, because there's his sword on the wall. It's just, yeah, the lack of music is so eerie. And then the save warps you, right? It's so cool. You're just like, oh, this is unsettling. Aussie. Welcome, Glenn, or should I say Sir Froggy? Say, looks like you've got some replacements for Cyrus. Magus is a tad busy right now. You'll have to take up your business with me. The swordsman Slash and Flee, the magician, and... You'll have to defeat all 100 of the beasts in Magus's castle. No problem. It's a no problem whatsoever. Popcorns. Yeah, dude, we've all been waiting for this part. What an iconic freaking scene, dude. This whole castle is. And we're still OP from all the grinding we did last session. It was worth it. It was worth it, Joe. I don't see how it could possibly not help. John singing. I trust that you're singing, John, over there right now. My daughter was playing Resident Evil 3 Remake last night, and it also lacks music, at least where she was at, and it was creepy. Dude, people crapped on the Resident Evil 3 Remake a lot, and I totally get why. Believe me, I do. But I really liked it. I thought it was really fun. Do you want our treasure? Yes. In that case, will you play with us, please? Evil children. Demon children. Lady in Black. You should sing, what should he sing, guys? And this music now that kicked in? Dude, it's so good. It's so perfect. It's creepy. It's not annoying, but it's just that long, like, violin string or whatever it is. It's so good. What did I just get? Barrier. Oh yeah, that's an item, that's right. Cuts magic hits by 1/3. Sounds like someone fell asleep on the synth. Yeah, Steve, I really like all the Resident Evil remakes. They've what? They've done 2 now, 3, and 4 in the new RE engine. Well, if it isn't Luca. You're still alive, my dear? They just need to remake the original in the newest RE engine as well. Earlier I was predicting that we're going to see an open world 3D Mario get unveiled in the E3 season this year for a Nintendo Direct. I'm thinking during the E3 season we're going to see the reveal of Resident Evil 9 as well. But we'll see. That's got to be right around the corner. It's got to be. Dude, does magic cure this guy? There we go. Just water cures him. is more a reimagining than a true remake, especially compared to Resident Evil 2, so I get people being disappointed. Resident Evil 3 is great, though. Yeah, like, you're right. They chopped out like a third of the game. They really did, which is... I have no idea why they would do that. But I appreciate it for what it was. Have I played Shovel Knight? You know, I was huge into the 3DS during the 3DS era. So when Shovel Knight came out, it was kind of a big deal. It was like the new hot thing for the 3DS. So I did play it, and like I think 2 of the expansions on it on the 3DS, and I haven't gone back to it since. What happened to Chrono's magic? The freak? When did that happen? I think those bats seeped out Chrono's magic, maybe. Let's see. The best one is the original Resident Evil on GameCube. Yeah. I'm going to step away from the TV. I have it right here. Right here, right? This one. Yeah, for the GameCube. I've actually not played this version of it. I got it in my EmuVR room to play it, and I don't think I did. They need to remake this one, or at least like HD upscale this version for like modern consoles. Like that would be really, really cool. Put this back. There we go. Good enough. Love Shovel Knight. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a really good game. Where's Metal Gear Solid Delta for the Switch 2? I could see it. Now that they've announced the whole Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy for Switch 2, I wouldn't put it past it, John. Shovel Knight, now that's a fun fantasy game. Favorite campaigns are Shovel of Hope and Spectre Knights. Dude, it's been so long since I played that, though. Shovel Knight really helped my need for more DuckTales. Good call. I know they based it kind of on that with his shovel jumping mechanic. Plug the UGC. Which UGC? Did you make a Shovel Knight UGC? Are you talking about Buster Sword still? Chrono, so this is where you've been since the festival. Children this naughty deserve to be punished. Oh, just UGC in general. Yeah, if you're into EmuVR and you want an UGC, hit Mr. John up. He'll hook you up. The real question is, when are we getting a Parasite Eve remake or remaster? Dude, how crazy would that be? I forgot that game even existed. I never played much of Parasite Eve in high school when that came out. Maybe I should stream that, because that's one I've never played before. Isn't it like a hybrid of like turn-based battles and stuff? It's like turn-based but not? It's like something weird, right? Do I get to heal up before I fight the actual flea? It's so weak, but it only uses 1 MP, so... I might have to see if I can make a Shovel Knight statue. That'd be cool. Square Enix been sleeping on Parasite Eve for so long. Yeah, imagine if they resurrected that IP. That would be nuts. I think the internet would go crazy for that. I remember that opening scene in the Opera House was so cool. No Shovel Knight statue. Yeah, it's kind of like Resident Evil meets Final Fantasy. I kind of remember being thrown off by that as a kid. I would love to play it now. Maybe we'll play that. In EmuVR, of course. The Magician Flea, I presume. Incorrect. This monster, though, does sap one person's magic to 0. I remember when you kill it. Which is annoying. MP Buster. Wait, that isn't Flea. Where's the real Flea? Over here. And that poster behind your head makes it look like you have an elf ear. Which poster? I'm trying to see. I'm like lining it up. I can't see it. I'm like looking at it. I have Chrono Trigger over here. Over here. Is it, let's see. Is it this thing right here? It's like the motorcycle wheel on his bike. I've never played Quest 64 either. I love how the Nintendo 64 was so terrible with RPGs that they literally have a game called Quest 64. It's like Acme RPG. But I never played it. Should we stream Quest? How funny would that be? Or is it so terrible it's not even worth streaming? Don't play Quest 64. Giving up, little tadpole? Hey, who are you? Keep your guard up. This is no ordinary woman. Meet Flea the Magician. What the? Hey, I'm a guy. Say what? That's a guy? Male, female, what's the difference? Power is beautiful, and I've got the power. That was pretty ahead of its time, wasn't it? Flea is straight up woke back then. Dang. Poor little froggy. You must be lonely now that Cyrus is gone. And to be turned into something so hideous, dreadful. But since you've been brought your new friends over to play... Boss battle. I'll show you all a good time. I don't have a healer with me. Oh no, I didn't realize this. Bad mistake. Obviously Frog can do Slurp, but that's not going to get me far. I have a bad feeling about this. I haven't saved for quite a minute, too. Oh yeah, he got all of his magic sap. Son of a gun. I didn't have a chance to, like, redo it. We're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble. No healer. I gotta use items for everything. This was a mistake. I do kind of remember her being the tougher of the two. Her between her and Slash. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh dear. Where's my remedies? Oh, heal. They're not called remedies in this game. Sorry, Frog, you've been reduced to a straight-up healer, and you're a bad one at that. Well, now we have to play it. 64 was awful for RPGs. Yeah, there was nothing on it. I mean, Ocarina of Time is kind of an RPG. It's an action RPG, but... yeah, dude, it was a disgrace. Especially when you put it next to its rival in that gen, which was freaking PlayStation. Like, the exact opposite. Like, the king of RPGs. To this day, probably. Pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic outing for Nintendo for RPGs. Obviously, there were some bangers on the N64. Mario 64 and Star Fox and all kinds of great stuff. Ocarina of Time. But RPGs, it's a pretty dire situation. This fight's gonna be slow and steady. Use all my heals probably too. Oh, I need to use Sword Stream. Sword Stream. The Stare, Flea's Magic. Alright, we need a heal. We need a big heal. Hold on, I gotta pause, eat a chip, and get caught up on the chat. What a freak. What a freak. Talking about, Flea. Yeah, that'd be a good way to start, John. What can you expect from the Fiends, though? Yeah, they're very fiendish for a reason. It's not awful, but it's incredibly mild and grindy, especially for when it was released. FF8 came out the same year. Final Fantasy VIII came out the same year as Quest 64. Ouch, dude. That is, like, not even comparable. Quest 64. 5.9 out of 10 from IGN. Came out 1998. FF8 was 99, I believe. But still, like, woo, boy. That is rough. Dude, look at this. Look at this. 1 year before Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Nintendo was embarrassing for RPGs back then. So bad. Superman 64 was the bomb. I never played that one. What about the 2 Castlevania games? On the 64, I don't remember them being on the 64. I never had a 64, by the way, so it wasn't really my jam. I was living that best PlayStation life. Resident Eviling it up. Final Fantasying it up. Robo and Frog with Chrono was my go-to early party. That would be much better than the party I chose for this fight. They canceled more RPGs on the 64 than they released. No exaggeration. I believe it. Mother 3 was supposed to be on the 64? No way. You'd think they'd use Red Hot Chili Peppers music for a battle with Flea. I know, right? And then Slash. What would be the track to go with Slash? Sweet child of mine. Can you imagine that? Flea or Slash is like, let's go. Battle starts and it's like, like, wait, what? What's happening? I meant Flea. Don't cancel me. Canceled, Joe. Canceled. Oh man. Superman 64 is hell on earth. Why don't they make these battle musics battles? Okay, let's see if I can survive this. Oh gosh, dude. Her status attacks are the worst. Going mid-tonic on Chrono. Chrono's counter is coming in handy, though. Burning through all my mid-tonics, but I'm pretty rich, so I can always afford more when I get to a store next. I'll be more prepared for Slash with a better party. I promise. Man, he doesn't even have any dual techs with Luca yet. This was the worst possible party I ever could have chosen. Oh dear. Okay. Running low on heals too. Haste would come in handy. Marley's haste would come in handy on this fight. Flea was my first queer crush. There's an easy trick to this creature. Berserkers? Oh, like the Berserk accessory that makes you go nuts? And just straight physical attack? I don't even think I have any accessories at this point in the game that prevents statuses. Like, alright, mid-tonic for everybody. Oh, Flea can't recognize him as attacks? Really? I don't think I ever knew that. That's pretty sick, actually. Anything would have helped with this. Oh, come on! Now I gotta wait for his ATB to fill back up. Dude, I just burned through all my items. Got her. I can't believe Frog and Luca don't have any dual techs. That's weird. How could this be? Sir Magus. Sucka trash. Alright, that was brutal. Does anyone know what Power Meal does? Recovers from question mark? I asked that last time and I can't remember if I ever heard. Boss defeated. When Frog flexes, it always reminded me of Earthworm Jim. You're right, I can see that with the white like clothing. It looks like Earthworm Jim's suit. And with the blue lining, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Now I'm gonna see that every time. That's a busted trick. I never knew that. Every time I hear the word Berserker, I think of Jay and Silent Bob. Is that magic tab like a drink? I don't know. What is a tab? Like a shot in the arm? Flea is not kind to the unprepared player, right? I'm gonna go save it. Use a shelter and save it. Switch my party. I shouldn't need to use a ton of extra items if I play my cards right with my party. Alright, Luca. Love you, but get the frig out of here. I'm thinking Robo would be a good swap. Honestly, Frog's the weak link in this situation. But we gotta take him with us. That's a good stopping point. We're just a few minutes early. But like I said before, dude, I've been struggling to stay awake today. Like, I'm so tired. So I think I'll jet out early. The old diet soda tab. Power meals cure a status condition that only Dalton... Oh yeah, you did tell me this. I remember this now. You did tell me this. That only Dalton and the Golem can inflict. The status effect is glitched, so it does nothing. That's so funny. It was awful, tab. Put the Buster Sword with him at extra time, please. Imagine I'm giving you the puppy dog eyes. Here's the thing, John. You know what's funny? Before the stream, I was sitting down setting stuff up. Here, let me go out of Chrono Trigger for a minute. I'm going to save it again because I'm paranoid. I had a couple minutes before stream, and I did actually pull up your Buster, and I downloaded it. And then I thought, you know what? I'm actually not going to put it in the room. I know you're going to hate me for that. But I've been trying to keep my room, as funny as this sounds, more like closer to what my room realistically would be like. And there's no way I would have a Buster sword, right? There's no way I'd have a Goddess sword either, or half the stuff in that room. But I don't know. I went to go put it in. I was like, you know what? It just doesn't fit my vibe for my room. But if anyone wants a Buster sword in your EmuVR room, it's in the Discord. John put one together for you, and it looks really good. It looks really good. So go grab it and stick it in your room. What I will look at really quick is Parasite Eve, because you guys brought that up. I don't think I'd play through Quest 64 on stream, but it would be funny to do one stream to just try it. Yeah, I remember this lady. I remember this. Her name's Mitochondria Eve. Wow. I want to say Parasite Eve was going to be... Am I remembering right that it was in early development, like the concepts that ended up being in Parasite Eve were for Final Fantasy VIII or something like that? I want to say that was a thing. But I might be wrong about that. That would be a fun one to play, though. Let's see. Catch y'all next time. All right, Stevel. Have an awesome, awesome night. Sorry, John. Have 2 room solution. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I could make a different room and put a bunch of just crazy stuff in there. Is she the powerhouse of the Eve? Parasite Eve led me to study cellular microbiology. Really? That's cool. That's so cool. Okay, so let me add to my list here for potential games to stream. Parasite Eve and Quest 64. Quack 64. I'm seeing my scripts that I've written for my videos too on here, and there's literally 3 fully written out. I just haven't made them yet. Life's too busy. Okay, streaming. Parasite Eve would be a heavy one because I think we would try and play through that. And I don't know why it reminded me of it, but also Vagrant Story is something I've always wanted to play all the way through. I have played it before, but it's been a while, a long while, and I never beat it for sure. I only got like maybe a third of the way through. So Vagrant Story I would love to do. And then in the light streams, we'll do Quest 64, because I have a feeling that'll only be a one-time stream. Okay, got it. I'm full of great ideas. Nino Kuni is still not on that list. Yeah, I mean, I've just never had an inclination to play it. I totally believe it's a great game. It looks fantastic. And it's just never really like appealed to me that much for some reason. But I'll think about it. It still is on my Steam wish list, I think. Yep, it's still on my wish list. So if it goes on super sale again, I might grab it. Which I think that's one that goes on sale quite often. We might just have different tastes, John. We might just have different tastes. Anyway, have an awesome night, everybody. We're going to be back on Monday. We're going to do Death Kid on Monday, which is the new indie game that came out a month ago. I've got 5 Steam codes for free copies of the game to give to you guys. I don't know really what to expect from it. It's a type of game. It's like a bullet hell game, which is not my typical genre. But we will try it out and see how it looks. Maybe we'll pivot to Quest 64 if we don't play that one for too long. But I definitely want to give it a try. I think it's really cool that the developer gave me a game key, so I definitely want to try it out. So we'll do that on Monday, and we'll be back to Chrono on Wednesday, and on we go with our alternating stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff coming up. But have an awesome night. Love you all. Is Commander Shepard your dad? Excuse me. Dude, I need to sleep. I need to sleep so bad. Have an awesome weekend. You made it to the weekend. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Okay, John in for the win here at the end. $5. What a great way to end the stream. Thank you so much, Mr. John Shepard. Esteemed member, give 5 Aussie dollars for the get the kids something nice. He says, get the kids something nice, dude. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. We're at $214, dude. And look, John, it didn't mess up the cents. Play Nino. You know what? John just put $5 on the list. I gotta add Nino Cooney to the potential streamings. I got to. I have to now. It's for the children. Think of the children. Thanks, John, and thanks everybody. Jason left the chat, but thank you for the dollar earlier as well. We're gonna save for that Switch 2. I will keep you guys posted if I hear anything from Nintendo as far as Switch 2 pre-order invites go. It could be as late as post-launch, so we'll just have to see. Anyway, I'll chat with you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Best to you and your loved ones. Talk to you later.